Peixe 5.
Wait, grapes have peels, Lucia said. Leoil and Shell laughed. An old warrior with warm black fur over his shoulders and a long braid to match stood out in the crowd. He had many scars and a portion of his black hair was stained white with age. He sat in a chair with a horn filled with ale, listening to the story, making sure to add in the accurate parts of their conquests. Despite his age, the warrior looked robust and healthy. They say the streets of Ziloim were flooded with blood. Kandran spoke, leaning in toward the people who listened with rapt ears and wide eyes. The blood of Detactans and Ladon. And it's told that the soldiers used it to douse the flames that were set in the city. Actually, when Sunai arrived in Ziloim, she led a group right to Aruxember. That nightmarish beast was armored and trained for battle. Sunai made that beast into minced meat, and the Detactans wet themselves. Hick, he said and sloshed his cup. Lucia crossed her arms as if to say she was unhappy with his descriptions, but that didn't stop the smile on her face. Raid, who's telling the story? Or, that, Hick, you know what? I know a story, Raid said with a barbarian wolf-like smirk. Have you spoonsuckers ever heard of the legend of Molos? Now that's a good story. Commander Lucia sighed and walked along, enjoying the sight of dancing. This festival released a light inside her. She felt hope sparking to life. It was inexplicably infectious. The Ladon commander went up the palisade looking out over the horizon when she bumped into a tall reserve on guard. Commander, I didn't expect to see you so far from the festival. Her blue eyes sparkled with friendliness and she smiled widely. What are you doing out here? Good evening, Reserve Nalin. Thought I'd make some rounds, Lucia said and leaned against the wall casually. In Nor it was customary to give gifts this time of year. We call it the time of Psnavian's blessing, Reserve Nalin said and scratched her short black hair. So, this is for you, she said and handed Lucia a twig. It was a dried branch with shriveled leaves of a faded green color. What is this? It's an herb known to have many health benefits. It makes a fragrant calming tea, Reserve Nalin said. We call it Win Nina's Touch.